morning children. In the last class we discussed a few important concepts from first lesson as a part of S7 revision. Now today let me start second lesson important topic, that is a motion. And what is a moving motion? It depends upon the observer. So it is said to be a relative. Suppose both we are standing opposite to each other. The objects which are left side towards you will becomes a right towards me. This shows that motion of the object and position of the object depends upon the observer. Observer and the object both are related, so it is said to be a relative. So depends, so it is said to be a relative. What is a motion? Motion is nothing but it moves up and down, it moves left to right, and depending upon the object. Here a conversation between Suresh and Srinu and Somesh is given. They are standing, you can see the figure 4. They are standing near a tree and facing each other. A car is passing from there and the passenger is in the car. So what they will feel, the car is moving and the passenger who is sitting in the car also moves with the car. And the person who is sitting in the car, the passenger will feel that they are moving. Both Srinu and Somesh are moving because he is not able to see that with the speed of the car, they will feel that they are also moving. So motion of an object depends upon the object and observer. So it is said to be a relative. And few important topics we will discuss here. Distance and displacement. The area of the path covered is said to be a distance, and if it is turns in a particular direction, then it is said to be a displacement. I am going towards the office room. I am going towards a big bazaar. And at the time of cyclones, you can come across that the wind, TV news and the news, what they will describe that the wind blows with a greater speed towards the west direction, towards the north direction, towards Bay of Bengal. It means a particular direction is mentioned. If direction is mentioned, then it is said to be a displacement. Only if a distance is measured, then it is area is covered, then it is said to be a distance. And the next topic is vectors and scalars. What are vectors? The physical quantity which has only magnitude to describe, such is said to be a scalar. Means my age is 14 years, my age is 15 years, I am 60 kgs. Means only the magnitude is necessary but no direction. Suppose if you want to guide someone to reach your home, you want to guide the address. Definitely you will mention the direction. Take a left turn, come towards the bus stop. From there again you enter into the lane, come straight, take a right turn. So you will direct with the directions. If a magnitude as well as the direction is mentioned, then it is said to be a vector quantity. So physical quantities are how many types? 2. Scalars, vectors. Which has only magnitude is said to be scalar, which has both magnitude and direction is said to be a vector. And what is the speed? Distance by time is known as speed, and displacement by time is known as speed, and displacement by time is known as velocity. Distance by time, rate of change of distance is said to be a speed. Whenever we will talk about a speed, definitely we will talk about time. So rate of change of distance is said to be a speed, and rate of change of displacement is said to be a velocity. Now measuring the average velocity. What is the average velocity? Total displacement by time taken. Displacement by time is velocity. Average velocity means total you have to add. You have to take the average of that. That is total distance by time taken is said to be a average velocity. Next, speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Instantaneous speed. The speed of particular instant is said to be instantaneous speed. Suppose you are starting from Tarnaka and going up to Absigoda. Someone asks what is the speed of you at that corner or at that particular place at the Sudarshan Reddy Sweet Home. So the speed at particular instant is said to be instantaneous speed, measuring the instantaneous speed at particular instant, particular place is said to be a instantaneous speed. What is the speed? Distance by time. Velocity, displacement by time. What is displacement? Distance covered by a body in particular direction. Distance, area covered by body in specified directions in displacement. Okay, next. Uniform motion. What is meant by uniform motion? The body travels equal distance and equal interval of a time, then that motion is said to be uniform motion. Already you discussed about the types of motions in 7th standard. Here little bit modified form, that is the motion of the body is said to be a uniform when its velocity is constant. Means constant velocity is nothing but displacement and time are maintained constant. Both gives the same meaning. The motion of a body is said to be uniform when its velocity is constant. Okay, non-uniform motion. What is meant by non-uniform motion? When a body is said to be move in a non-uniform motion when the velocity continuously changes. Such motions are said to be a non-uniform motion. And observing uniform circular motion. You can see the figure 14. An object is moving on a circular path. Does it move continuously? No. Always it comes out from that and it is moves on the tangent. What is meant by tangent? A line is drawn which does the outer part of the circle is said to be a tangent, that is a perpendicular. So motion of object is said to be non-uniform when its velocity is continuously changes. Clear? What is a distance? Distance covered by area covered by an object is said to be a distance. Displacement, area covered in particular direction is said to be a displacement. Distance by time, speed. Displacement by time, velocity. What is uniform motion? Motion of object is said to be uniform if its velocity is constant, and motion of an object is said to be non-uniform if its velocity is changing. Next, acceleration. What is meant by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity of an object is said to be acceleration. Continuously with respect to the time, if its velocity is changing, then it is said to be acceleration and deceleration. Increasing of velocity is said to be acceleration and decreasing of velocity is said to be a deceleration. For example, remember this for acceleration and deceleration. When train leaves the station, how it increases? Slowly it increases because of the speed. There you can say that velocity is increased, so it is said to be acceleration. When it comes towards the station, slowly it decreases the speed, it is said to be a deceleration. Slowly it picks up or slow down its speed, is said to be a deceleration. Now related to this we have three equations, that is u is equals to v plus at and v square minus u square is equals to 2as. S is equals to ut plus of at square. S is equals to ut plus of at square. How you will get v is equals to u is equals to v plus at. These three equations you have to learn one time, you have to by heart one time. By heart means practice. Don't by heart stepwise, just you practice once. Acceleration definition: change velocity. Change in velocity by time taken. And change is denoted in physics with the help of a delta, that is a triangle, delta v by delta t. Delta indicates the change. And from the uniform acceleration, what is A? A is nothing but v minus u by t, that's change in a velocity. And from that you can write at is equals to v minus u, and simply you can write that A is equals to v is equals to u plus at. Next equation, average velocity definition: displacement by time. And average velocity according to the mathematics formal general discussion, v plus u by 2 is equals to st. Displacement by time is nothing but st. If you write the value of v, what is a v? V is nothing but u plus at plus u by 2 is equals to st. U plus u, that is 2u plus at by 2, that is equals to s by t. So from this we can write ut plus of at square is equals to s. So third equation v square minus u square is equals to 2as. So these three equations you practice one time in a back of your class book as a part of a revision. Okay. Next few topics are there about the problems and solutions. The solve problems. So what are the topic he described here? Based on this, some problems are given. One lab activity to find the acceleration and velocity of an object moving an inclined track. One activity is given. According to that, go through the activity and learn. Okay, that's all for today, children. Three equations: motion definition, displacement, distance, speed, velocity, acceleration, deceleration, and three equations. Lab activity once again I will explain in the next class. Okay, these equations you have to practice one time in your class work and learn these definitions. Okay, thank you, children.